Hello everybody, it's Cheryl-lya from Wellbeing Showcase and welcome to another episode of our SoulFull Sunday series. Today I've got the amazing Suzanne Zacharia in the interview seat. Suzanne is a Reiki and EFT specialist and is also sits on the Reiki Council, and I've forgotten the other board already.
Because there's three of them.
Yeah.
The Energy Healers Association and an Energy Healers organization in South Africa that are this close to getting an EFT proper qualification, as respected as physiotherapy. And in the UK, the Energy Practitioners Association, which is just starting out with that aim in mind.
Fantastic. It's, I am just always thrilled when there's so much hard work that's being done, for therapists and healers and, so all kinds of therapies across the globe. It's so important for us. So Suzanne, thank you so much for your time today and for being here with us. And I think it'll be lovely if we can sort of start off, got a little bit of an introduction there, but yes, maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and the work that you're doing around Reiki and EFT at the moment.
Okay. I started out wanting to be a research scientist. Cut a long story short, at university, I caught a nasty virus worse than COVID-19. The reason why I say it's worse than COVID-19 is because I actually have caught COVID-19, so I know the difference between the two. And I survived that, but there was unfortunately, some damage to my chest because I couldn't give up smoking while I had the virus. So from then on, I couldn't carry on with my academic career as planned because I was too ill. I somehow managed to get a 2-2 from university. God knows how. It was really, really hard to survive and study at the same time, but I did it. But when I came out, I did various jobs where results are important because I'm a hard worker and conscientious, and I produce the results, such as sales jobs. But the time that you're in the office is not that important because that's one thing I couldn't do. And cut a long story short, I ended up going to a talk about Reiki in a bid to save on all the money that I was spending on my health. I was seeing all sorts of alternative practitioners spending so much on supplements. I still spend a fortune on supplements, and I'm glad I do because it keeps me healthy and well, and really I'm healthier than most people my age. And no, I won't tell you how much, what number that is. And but certainly that's where I was approaching it from, thinking if I can do something for myself, that would be good. And after I went to the talk, I signed up to the Reiki course, and I was blown away. I thought, you know what? This is what I want to do for a living for the rest of my life, and I never want to retire. And so I went to various clinics, which is what I advise people to do, is to work backwards, by the way. If you're interested in a career as a practitioner, work backwards from where you want to get to where you are now. Don't go about doing this course and that course. Just work backwards. So I worked backwards. I went to see clinics where there was a successful Reiki practitioner, and I said, what do I need to do to be successful like that person? And they all told me what I needed to study and how I needed to go about it and so on. So I followed those instructions to the letter. And later on, as a practitioner, I found the need for something. I was doing hypnotherapy as well as Reiki, as well as massage. And because in those days, hardly anybody knew anything about Reiki, so it was not that easy to be a standalone Reiki practitioner. It's a bit different these days. So I found EFT. I'd known about it for about a year. I thought it's too good to be true. And so eventually I learned it. I like to call it EFT tapping to distinguish it from other forms of EFT that don't use tapping. And
freedom technique, the EFT.
Emotional freedom technique, yes. And there are many scientific research studies that prove its effect. It has an effect on the stress hormone cortisol. In one study, reduced it by as much as 24%, and another study by as much as over 40%. So that's in one session. So that's really awesome, and that proves that, but you know, in the early days doing EFT, I didn't really know what I was doing very well. So now I make sure I teach people really well, and I say, learn from my mistakes.
No better way to shortcut somebody's learning than to learn from somebody else's mistakes.
Absolutely. And what got me really excited about coming on here is COVID-19 changed society, and anybody who's a Reiki practitioner, who is an EFT practitioner, has moved on to doing it online if they can. And there is a great mixture of fear, disbelief, and need to be touched out there. I know that for some people, the problem they're trying to resolve is a person that lives in their home, and there's nothing they can do about it right now. And in that case, somebody does actually need to travel to see a practitioner. But if somebody wants to feel better, if they want to earn more money, if they want to get a job, if they want to get a relationship, if they want to reduce anxiety, if they want to reduce depression, if they want to stop smoking, if they want to lose weight, if they want to gain weight, if their child is unhappy about something, if their pet is unhappy about something, this all can be done online. Everything from phobia to back pain can be done online. And two clients that come to mind immediately, just because I've seen them both recently. At first they resisted online, but as it became clear that we were going to be in lockdown for a little bit longer than expected, they needed to come back, and so we did it online, and they were saying, oh, this is even better than in person. I couldn't believe we could get these results. And you know, it's just wonderful. It's wonderful because energy travels through time and space. I can't understand it to explain it, and nobody understands it enough yet. But there are signs that I see that it travels through time and space. At least it travels through distances. And if somebody is where you are and I'm where I am, I can feel your feelings. And I'm sure that as a Reiki practitioner, you can actually feel my feelings as well if you wanted to, and help me to move forward, whether it was with a phobia or back pain or just feeling a little bit yuck and needing some cheering up. So I especially wanted to come today to tell people, just leave your doubts alone. Just put them aside and try online, and you will be pleasantly surprised.
Absolutely. And I think especially now in the new normal and moving forward, you know, look, between us, there's a lot of work that needs to be done around both digital exclusion and digital inclusion, which is a conversation for a whole other thing. But it's so important nowadays, you know, and the way we're going to be working moving forward is, you know, sort of having that right now online experience, and possibly in the future getting used to the blend of both online and in person.
Absolutely, yes.
And you know, and I'm so glad you've said, you know, and mentioned two of your clients who've said they've had the same, if not better, results online, you know, from online sessions. And you know, that makes total sense to me, because if you're traveling, you know, and you're driving to your session and somebody cuts you off, you're arriving at your session stressed.
Yes, you are.
Beautiful healing, and then you're going back home in the car or on the public transport, or you know,
absolutely.
Yeah. Whereas
Yeah.
you home, it's online, and you're getting the
Yes.
full benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Because,
and you can have it on your phone. Zoom is on phone. A lot of people think they have to go on their computer. No, it's on your phone. It's an app. Zoom's on your phone. Even Skype's on your phone. WhatsApp video is on your phone. If you've both got iPhones, you can have FaceTime. There's so much available.
and got to learn to make it work for us.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a secret. It works. So it works in person, it works online. For me personally, if I want therapy, when I did need therapy, I've done in-person therapy, but that was with the old-fashioned therapies that I don't go to. But when I needed therapy, I chose to have EFT with a practitioner. And although the practitioner lived very nearby, I could have just gone to see her. I preferred to do it online, and I got the full benefit and then some.
Absolutely. And it means that people from around the globe can find you, not just from around the corner.
Exactly, yes. Absolutely.
So thinking of people around the globe, if somebody did want to get in touch with you and maybe experience a session or, sort of learn a little bit more about what you do and how you teach and that kind of thing, how would they get hold of you?
Two very easy ways. Either contact me through my website, EFT, E for emotional, F for freedom, T for techniques, and then hyphen, which is like a minus sign, and then scripts, big SCRIPTS.com. And it came about because people were asking me, what do I say when I do EFT for this? What do I say when I do EFT for that? And so I'll make it a public service just to help people know how to apply EFT better in their lives. And so that's where that came from.
Brilliant.
Or they can contact me through Facebook, Suzanne Zacharia.
Fantastic. So there's not only is there a web link, but free resources to go with that as well.
There's another one. The self-confidence, self-worth, and self-esteem group on Facebook. It's a private group. So if anybody genuinely wants to boost their earnings ability or their social happiness or their relationship happiness, or just feel better when they look in the mirror, join my group. It's a private group and is very strictly moderated. And we do have group events as well.
Fantastic. And it's so fantastic talking to you, and really want to carry on forever and ever if I could, but unfortunately we are a little bit limited with time. And so I think it's really great that people can find you, but for everybody who's watching right now, what would be that one sort of pearl of wisdom or that golden nugget that you would like to leave them with?
Put aside any self-doubts about trying new, well, what may seem to you to be new, scientifically proven techniques like Reiki and EFT tapping. Put aside those doubts and find a practitioner that you gel with, or learn with a trainer that you gel with. If they're not right next to you, go online, enjoy the experience, get from it what you want, and let's all live in joy, freedom, and happiness.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity.
It's my absolute pleasure, and just such a lovely way to finish. Just try. Find someone you resonate with and try.
Absolutely. Very important. Very important. Yeah.
Suzanne, thank you so much for your time today. It's been such a pleasure, and hopefully in future we can do some more longer, in-depth discussions around some of the things that you've raised, because it's been a fascinating journey.
Thank you so much. And I look forward to what the video would look like.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Take care.
Bye-bye.